I'm about 9 kilometers in and leaving the Quesnel Highlands behind me. And right around the corner there are the Cariboo Mountains. So we're gonna pedal right into the heart of it. And I'm hoping to get one more portage done for the day and then find myself a nice camp. Right, that was the last portage for today. Okay, let me show you what we're up to. So my trip started 2 days ago already. I drove for 12 hours and then I made it all the way to the starting point of the route that I'm doing. So yeah, I made it to this campsite here and I spent 2 nights there to just recover from that long drive, and I picked up my canoe cart that I rented, and then I woke up there this morning and started the day with a 2400 meter portage. Then I did a short pedal and another 2 kilometers portaging, and I pedaled all across here, and this is where I did the 3rd portage of the day. So I pedaled the west arm here all the way to Wolverine Bay, and this is where I'm right now. Whole circuit of lakes is a very nice parallelogram. Tomorrow I will probably spend the whole day on Isaac Lake, and I'm hoping to make it maybe to this side, or even all the way to the end of the bottom. But I at least want to do half of this lake. So after tomorrow I'll be doing some rapids potentially here on the river, and then go down south, and then I'm going all the way up, and back here. That is where I came from yesterday, and that is where we're going. Shortly after midnight I woke up with just an insatiable feeling of hunger, and I didn't want to get up at 1 a.m. to get food, so basically I stayed awake with the feeling of hunger. Just did way too much yesterday and ate too little. Planning a long day of paddling today, so gotta make sure that I eat enough today. I've been paddling for 2.5 hours and I did 6.7 kilometers. So at this pace, it will take the whole day for me to get where I want to get. I'm not in a rush or anything, but the weather today is absolutely perfect. So I feel like I need to make distance. It's just so beautiful to stop the whole time and look around. This forest is dead because of the mountain pine beetle. And it's just crazy if you think about it, that a small insect like that can destroy a landscape at such scale. Such a bummer, but also quite impressive. I have a little snack platter here. I need to have proper lunch, but I don't really feel like stopping quite yet. So I got some beef jerky, homemade, a bit more trail mix and an orange. And I got this orange from a fella that I ran into this morning. And he's doing the circuit in a stand-up pedal. Unbelievable. But it's super nice. I got this orange from him, even though it's a tangerine or a clementine, but doesn't matter. It's really kind. Whew. That was very refreshing. Beautiful. Wow, that was one of my goals, to see an osprey this trip. So cool. He was just flying about. I bet he caught some fish. Because I was distracted by the osprey. Like, I was still trolling, but I went into the shallow waters and now my lure is stuck at the bottom. Whoa. I think I got it. Yeah, nice. You still got it. Hey. Not that we're catching anything with it, but at least we're not polluting the beautiful lake here. Oh. I think we have a fish. Yo. We have a fish. Oh, this will be a long reel in now. No! No, 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 no. No, no, no. Did I lose it? What a shame. I think I lost it. No, it's still on. It's still on. Yo! No! Huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoa! I caught one after 29 kilometers of trolling. I didn't troll the whole time, but I would say 80% of the time. Wow, that was really unexpected. I think it was a rainbow trout. I'll have to check the footage. I just wanted to release him as quickly as possible. Maybe I should have kept him, because he bled a little bit in his mouth when I took the hook out. It was quite the fight as well, because the line was so far in. Like, over half of the line was unraveled. So it was quite the fight. And I damaged his mouth a bit, I think. I gotta give credit to two guys that I met yesterday. And they caught a couple of salmon. And they gave me the tip to troll really far in and with weights on the line. So I have these kind of weights attached about 1 meter above my lure. I also forgot to bring weights, so they gave them to me, very kind. So thanks to them, I caught that trout. And we're almost coming up at the end of Isaac Lake, so just in time. I feel so lucky. That loon that was close by, and then I saw an osprey, and now I caught a trout. And I also can't believe that I had flat water almost the entire time. This will be a sharp contrast with what's to come tomorrow. What an awesome lake. Brutally long, but awesome. Thanks for your hospitality. Here around the corner, that is Isaac Lake, where I came from, and then over there, that is where the river starts. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go down that river and start heading west. And this river starts with some rapids that are called the Chute. I'm not sure if I can run it because it's only advised to do it if you're an experienced paddler, which I'm clearly not. I have like no whitewater experience. So, and on top of that, I have the 16-foot canoe that I can barely steer as soon as the wind picks up. So I kind of have no business doing those rapids. But I'll check it out after dinner, and who knows, maybe it looks runnable. And if not, there's a portage trail around it, then I'll just do that one. And there's still a couple of rapids that I can do afterwards that you can't portage around. So we'll still get to play a little bit. Alright, so we saw a loon. Where's those? Oh, I thought osprey was on here. Shoot. Hold on. I'm making an adjustment. Since there's a fire ban, I can make a campfire anyways. So this one's invalid. I'll make that one osprey. So you can pick that one off. At the very end, I also saw a bald eagle. I caught a fish. And I went for a swim. Nice. So if I have bingo by the end of the trip, I have a really nice prize that I can claim. And I'm really excited for it. So I don't need to complete the whole sheet, just like a line, either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. There are actually quite some other people at this campsite. I think it's a really popular campground for people to kind of look at the rapids and see if they want to run it or not. Saw 2 other guys running the rapid, the first one, with an empty canoe, and they did great. It looked really easy. So I'm quite tempted. So I started here this morning and then pedaled all the way down to right here. Right, gonna pass out and see you tomorrow. I woke up hungry again last night, so I really need to focus on eating more today, because it will be another long day. Wow, this bannock is so good. It's literally just flour and a little bit of baking powder. But the trick is to cook it really slowly, because usually I burn it and then the inside is still raw. Wow, I can't believe I just saw a loon chick. I've been trying to see loon chicks ever since the beginning of summer. And I mean, this one was quite old, I would say, teenager, but how cute. Just right here, right in front of camp. Okay, I kind of gained my confidence from that little rapid there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing with my gear and see if I can save myself 1600 meters of portaging. Right, now here comes the roller coaster. It wasn't too difficult. Okay, there's a waterfall up ahead, so I just got to make sure that I put out in time. But I think I see the sign there. Those people at the campsite were all so kind, helping me film and encouraging me to just do it. So thanks, guys. you want to go first?
Not really. That wasn't too bad.
No, right?
Yeah.
Want to try the waterfall next?
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Oh God.
Right there is a canoe. The broken canoe. There's another canoe. Looks a bit smoky. Had quite some new scratches today. I woke up real early this morning because there's some weather incoming later in the day. So trying to beat that and find my next camp before the thunder starts rolling. Lebensgefahr. So I made it to Una Lake and I ended up getting really wet, but right now it's dry and there's even a little bit of blue sky. So it's a nice opportunity for me to kind of dry out my gear here. I set up the tarp. It was still 5 hours of pedaling, so quite a long day. But I realized that I'm only about just over 30 kilometers away from the end of the circuit, and I still have 3 more days, so can keep it pretty chill the next days. There's a little hike to a waterfall on the other side of this lake, so I might do that after lunch. Although I think I'll just chill today. I'll set up the tent, make it nice and cozy, and then I might do that hike tomorrow. Yeah. I saw 2 otters right in front of me in the water. I'll try and catch them on video if I see them again. But during the orientation, which you have to do before you do this circuit with the park rangers, they told me that there's a black bear with 2 cubs hanging around at this lake. In the entrance of the lake, in a little channel, it also said bear in area. So maybe we'll see them. So nice to dry everything out. Can we call this heavy rain yet? Not really. I think that counts for heavy rain now. I slept really good last night. The rain really helps me sleep, and I've just been so tired from undersleeping the last nights that last night was amazing. We're 5 days deep into this trip, and the exhaustion is kicking in. So I think I'm gonna bail on that hike to the waterfall, even though it's right here. Gotta save my energy. Okay, I messed up. I don't know how that happened. Gotta save my energy to actually complete the circuit, so we're just gonna keep on cruising and skip the hike for today. I think I'm going like 1 kilometer per hour because I'm paddling upstream the river, and although it doesn't look like there's much current, when I look at the shoreline, I'm barely moving forward. Exhaustion is definitely kicking in right now, so it's good that I don't have to travel as far today. And the slower I go, the more chance of seeing some wildlife. Oh, I finally made it to a campsite. That was a really long day. I had a headwind the entire time and went, I think, 2 kilometers per hour or something. But I have a super nice peninsula all to myself now. And of course, I didn't eat lunch. Just over 12 kilometers in almost 6 hours. Insane. It is almost 4 o'clock and I have breakfast at 8. So before I do anything else, I'm gonna make lunch. On my way here, I stopped at a spot where there was a whole patch, like a giant patch of blueberries. And so I had to grab a couple of them for my lunch because I'm making pancakes. This is, by the way, just pancake mix that you only have to add water. And if you put it in a Ziploc, you just kind of like knit it. You really don't need a utensil. So you have no dishes to do. And you can just pour it in a pan. Works great. Besides that it's easy and convenient, it's also very satisfying to do. That's good. That's really good. What a day. Alright, for the last 2 hours or so, I just did a bunch of household chores. I hung my tarp to dry, set up the tent, I cleaned my boat, which was completely filled with mud. I fixed my fishing rod, and I also make sure that every bag of mine is closed, because I saw that snake down the beach, and I don't want the snakes to go inside of my gear. Filtered some water, and now I'm ready to make dinner. Just one quick tip. I did bring my axe, even though there's a fire ban, just because I have a tool of self-defense then. But I left it in one of my stuff sacks inside of the boat, so it was completely wet for a couple days, and that's how it looks like now. The wood was also very brown and dark, but the wood has recovered now that I laid it to dry, but the metal's all rusty. I'm not sure if I can still fix it. I mean, it still does the job, I guess, but it's a bit of a bummer. I still have some electrolytes left from this morning in the flavor peach mango, I think. It's pretty good. And I just want to celebrate that it's day 5. So I'm gonna throw in some dark rum. Usually don't drink, but I thought for this trip it's just really special that I actually get to do that, because I've never done something like this, and let alone in the shape that I'm currently at. Not that you need alcohol to celebrate, by the way. Cheers. And that's dinner. Risotto and a lot of cheese. Some pre-bad sugars. Might stay up a little bit longer today. It's clearing up. Bit of blue sky, so maybe we'll get a nice sunset. Which is another item on the bingo card. Quick apple crumble for breakfast with the remainder of the blueberries that I picked yesterday. I don't really have a plan for what to do today, because right now I am here, and I think what I'll do is check out this area here and see if there's a night campsite. But if not, then I might just push on and finish today. By the way, if you enjoyed the video so far, make sure to press the like button. Behind me there's the final campsite of the circuit, and it's a bit marshy here and there's not that many views, so I'm actually deciding to head home today. Gonna hop onto the Bowron River now, and that will lead us to the Bowron Lake, and then we completed the circuit. Couple more kilometers and then I'm finished with the circuit. And I think the thing that I'm the most proud of is the fact that not once did I skip on brushing my teeth. Just kidding. I'm the most proud of the fact that I got here in the first place. Because I'm still anemic from my colitis flares. And carrying gear and paddling every day for almost a week really means a lot to me. And even though I'm still rebuilding, this is the proof that I've come a long way. And as the old adage goes, a ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are meant for. I can really resonate with that. Woo-hoo! Oh, we were so close. It was either a rainbow or the deer, and we would have gotten the prize. Maybe we can still make it happen. I'm trying to create a rainbow. Alright, I'm all packed up, and unfortunately I couldn't find a deer anymore or create a rainbow. So no prize this time, but I already made up my mind that I'll be back next year, so I'll get that prize next year. I do have a nice bag of chips to snack on during my 10-hour drive home now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. I smell myself. Really need a shower.